Ito din yung mangyayari sa static mo.
Okay, as mentioned last time, we are going to continue our discussion. Ano po? So we're down to our last two chapters for the finals discussion. Ano? So that is the chapter 6 for elasticity and chapter 7 for fluid mechanics. Last time, Justin distributed your lecture notes. Ano? Doon po sa lecture note kasama ng chapter 5, nandiyan po si chapter 6 natin, which is elasticity. Kindly turn your lecture notes to page number 253. Then po yung magiging start ng discussion natin. So this chapter is quite short lang. Ano, konti lang naman yung coverage nito. So, unlike any other chapters po that we have encountered in the finance discussion, this is quite simple. Ano, mas madali siya kung i-compare natin siya kay work, energy, and power at the fluid mechanics lalo na ano. So I hope as we go along our discussion for this module or for this chapter ay maintindihan ninyo. Ano, kasi nga po ang goal ninyo is makabawi, ano, mahatak yung mga midterm grades ng mga bumagsak po. For you to have a passing grade in physics, for you not to repeat physics for another semester naman, you know. So as we go along again our discussion, so if you have questions and or clarifications, feel free to raise your hands or raise your questions po sa ating message box so that we can address all. So to formally start our discussion for today, so here are our four learning objectives for this chapter 6, elasticity. Number one is to explain the relationship between stress and strain, to describe Hooke's law and its application, to apply the elastic moduli in computing four-dimensional changes, and for us to discuss the limitation of Hooke's law. So it is very important to understand elasticity for a first-year engineering student like you guys kasi this is a stepping stone, a critical stepping stone. It is the foundation for the designing everything from suspension bridges and airplane wings to the tiny springs inside the mechanical white chest. So just any other field of physics po. So, di ba, sabi ko nga broad yung applications niya when it comes to different fields of engineering, mostly in civil engineering, aeronautics engineering, and mechanical engineering. So at its core, elasticity is a material's ability to resist a distorting influence and return to its original size and shape when that influence or force is removed. So sabi, to further understand these concepts of engineering, engineers quantify this into three fundamental concepts. Hinati po siya. Number one is strain, number two is strain, and number three is Hooke's law. So our discussion for this chapter will revolve around these three: stress, strain, and Hooke's law. So, to summarize yung ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng elasticity, let's have an example. 'Di ba meron, alam mo yung lastiko, nung bata kayo, lastiko, ano, kapag yung lastiko lying lang sa atin pong table, ano, ibig sabihin it has its original shape and size. However, if mag-apply tayo ng force, ano po yun, kunin niyo yung lastiko out of the table. I-apply niyo yung force from your hands and fingers. 'Di ba kapag ini-stretch or yung force natin going away, ano mai-stretch yung object. And kapag tinanggal natin yung kamay natin, yung daliri natin, babalik siya sa original shape and size niya. That's elasticity. Elasticity is the ability of a material or any solid to go back to its original shape, size, and form after a force has been removed. Ano, yun lang naman yung elasticity. Ang kakayanan ng isang bagay na bumalik sa dati niya o sa original niyang shape at size kapag tinanggal na natin yung force na in-insert natin sa kanya. That's elasticity. Ano, again, here you can see po sa figure natin, if time is equals to 0, siyempre wala pa tayong ini-insert na any other forces or any force. Ano, that's why it's in its original shape and size. However, at time T po na nag-insert tayo ng force, our object may be compressed or stretched po, depending on the force that we exert. Since going inside yung force natin na compress yung object natin. And at time is equals to 2t, ano, babalik siya sa original shape and size niya kapag tinanggal na natin yung force. Bakit? Because the time it takes for it to compress or stretch is equals to the time it takes for our object to go back to its original shape and size. Kaya po, at time is equals to t, halimbawa at 5 seconds, lagay ka ng force, na-compress siya. Hindi at 10 seconds, pag tinanggal natin yung ating object, edi babalik na siya sa original shape and size niya.
$20.
Another visual illustration, same lang 'to but different material. For the rubber naman, time is equals to 0, wala pa tayong ini-insert na force, ta's kinompress natin siya at time is equals to t. And pagdating po ng time is equals to 2t, therefore our object will go back to its original size and shape. Naiintindihan po ba ang concept ng elasticity? Questions, clarification? Ano, more on the concept muna tayo before we proceed with any computation.
You will write the surface. Primary and multiply two W's of Q, divided W's of Q, and 15 minutes waiting for the
Okay, let's proceed with Hooke's law. Hooke's law is the scientific rule that explain how spring works. So sinasabi lang naman dito sa Hooke's law, for example, you have a spring in your hand. If you pull the end apart just a little, kung konti lang daw po yung i-insert natin na force, therefore, yung pag-pull back daw po ng spring, gentle lang. However, if a more force or heavier or larger force is inserted, therefore daw po, the spring will fight much harder. So Hooke's law simply states that the distance of a spring stretches or even compresses is directly proportional to the force applied. Ibig sabihin po, if you double the force pulling on the spring, it stretches exactly twice as far. Ibig sabihin, force is directly proportional to the displacement. No, encounter naman na natin itong formula na to for force. Ano, force is equals to spring constant multiplied by the displacement or position, where yan ay F is equals to Kx. Where F is the force applied, may it be a push or pull po, measured in Newton. K is our spring constant, that's in Newton per meter. And X is the position or displacement. This is how far the object is stretched or compressed po and is measured in meters. Some references uses F is equals to negative Kx po. So that negative sign just indicates that the spring is pulling back in the opposite direction. That is called restoring forces. So Hooke's law was first stated formally by Robert Hooke in the Through Theory of Elasticity or Springiness in 1676, which states that extension is directly proportional to force. Again, ang sinasabi lang naman dito sa Hooke's law is that directly proportional nga po si force kay displacement natin. Therefore, kapag mas matigas po yung force na in-apply natin, o mas mahaba yung pagka-stretch niya or mas mahaba yung pagka-compress. So another visual representation of an object at rest po or in equilibrium, therefore there is no other forces applied. Kapag naman po ang ating pong object ay na-stretch, ibig sabihin na lengthen yung ating material. However, if our material is compressed naman po, therefore our material shortened.
Mas mabilis, mas mabilis from the perspective.
Questions so far? Questions, clarifications, violent reaction?
Because 3 minutes, spending spending 50 minutes inside the shop will contribute to being vertical enough. Multiple times can each shop inside the outdoor. Total experience purchasing will be recommended.
So, let's talk about naman po stress and strain. Ano, let's talk about stress and strain.
Hindi
So, stress is the internal force per unit area that a particle exerts on each other to resist deformation. Again, that is an internal force over the unit area. So, from the definition itself po, makukuha na natin yung formula for stress that is equals to force over area. Si stress natin is denoted by the symbol sigma. Ano normal stress natin? Nasa parang O na may kuwit sa taas. Sigma. That is our stress. This is equals to force over area. Again, this is our stress. Ito po ay force. Ito po ay area. Your force should be measured in Newton, while our area should be measured in meters squared. Ano po, para ang stress natin, ang unit niya ay Newton per meter squared or simply Pascal. PA. That is in honor of the French mathematician, physicist, inventor, at philosopher na si Blaise Pascal po. Since he played an important role in the field of physics po, in honor sa kanya ang unit na stress. Again, this is equivalent to Pascal or PA. Again, for this chapter po, this is our first formula. The formula for a normal stress that is equals to force over area. Again, yung force natin should be measured in Newton. The area naman po natin should be measured in meters squared. Para ang unit ng ating stress is in Pascal. If in cases that we given does not follow this required unit po, therefore we are going to this required unit in order for us to substitute the given to our working formula. Malinaw po?
Who will be paid the same rate if
Next naman natin is strain. Strain naman po is the measure of deformation. When we talk about strain naman, this is the visual effect or visual result of the force applied to our object. Ito na yung resulta ng force. Ano? Yun yung strain. Strain natin has three types. We have normal strain, we have shear strain, and we have bulk strain. So these three strains differ po depending of the effect of the force applied to our object. Again, we have the normal strain, we have the shear strain, and lastly, we have bulk strain. Again, siya po yung visual result. So, they differ depending on the result or depending on the effect of these forces sa ating object. Tatandaan ninyo, kapag ang naging pagbabago sa object ay haba lang, na-lengthen lang siya or na-shorten, therefore, we have a normal strain.
All of them depend on
Again, kapag ang nabago lang sa ating object ay length, it's either humaba or umiksi yung object natin. Therefore, that is a normal strain. However, if there is a change in shape, siya po ay shear strain. For example, from a rectangle, naging parallelogram siya. Therefore, shear strain po tayo. And lastly, kapag naman bulk strain ang pinag-uusapan natin, there is a change in volume for our object. Kasi ito pong si bulk strain is also known as volumetric strain.
define muna natin friend yung
Naiintindihan po ba ang difference between these three? Again, for normal strain, that has a change in length. For shear strain, we have a change in shape. And for bulk strain, we have a change in volume. So let's talk about first yung una natin, normal strain. Sabi nga, if siya ay umikse o humaba. We have two type of normal strain. The first one is a tensile strain.
term.
The second one is a compressive strain. Si tensile normal strain po ay kapag
Di kasi
na-stretch ang object natin.
dapat ang definition natin
Si compressive naman po kapag na-compressed ang object natin.
mechanic. Mechanic.
Nakakasunod ba? Any question?
Okay.
Questions, clarifications? Okay. Again, that's strain. The visible result of the force applied to our object. So, tatandaan nyo, even though napakadali ng concept when it comes to this, bawat strain po kasi, bawat stress na meron tayo, they differ in symbol. So, let's talk about first normal strain.
Ay, parin.
Normal strain muna tayo ha. Si normal strain is denoted by the symbol epsilon. This is equals to, since we are talking about the change in length, the formula po for normal strain is equals to change in length over original length. Again, this is change in length
And then,
over original length. These two should be measured in meters po. Therefore, since may meter tayo sa numerator and may meter tayo sa denominator, therefore, our normal strain or any other strain is unitless po. Okay? Next naman, for shear strain. Shear strain naman po is denoted by the symbol gamma. This is equals to delta x over y. Wherein delta x is the lateral displacement.
single Q
Again, this is measured in meters.
with on
And y naman po is our height. Again, measured in meters. Then again, just like si normal strain, si shear strain po natin ay unitless.
single Q
And lastly, for bulk strain naman po, so this is a change in volume sa ating object. So, ibig sabihin, ang formula for this kind of strain depends on the volume and the change of volume ng ating pong object. So, for bulk strain, this is denoted by the symbol theta, and this is equals to the change in volume over original volume. Again, this is change in volume. So, this is measured in cubic meter over original volume. Again, any strain po ay unitless po. Malinaw po ba? Okay. On the page number 258 naman po ng lecture notes ninyo, pakipili po, 258, nandiyan naman yung summarized version ng kung ano pong sinabi ni Miss. Ano po? So, we have there yung strain units natin. Again, we have three types of strain, linear, shear, and volumetric or bulk strain. So, each of the symbols po we have here. For linear, we have the symbol epsilon. Ito po siya. We have gamma, yung parang Y, and we have theta for bulk strain naman po. So, these are the formula din po. Then, for the unit, again, that's unitless. Kasunod ba? Okay, next naman tayo. We have their elastic modulus. So, the quantity that describes a material's response to stress applied normal to opposite faces is called Young's modulus in honor of the English scientist Thomas Young. So, sabi dyan, he was not the first to quantify the resistance of materials to tension and compression, However, he was the most famous proponent. That's why pinangalan ko sa kanya ito. So, for elastic moduli po, for each of the strains that we have different modulus of elasticity or elastic moduli for each of the materials that we have. So, kindly look at the table na meron po tayo. So, kapag meron tayong strain, ibig sabihin yung object natin ay na-shorten or na-lengthen. Therefore, we are going to use Young's modulus of elasticity. For Young's modulus po, that is denoted by the symbol E or Y. Depending na lang kung ano yung gusto nyong gamitin. Some references uses E po kasi for Young's modulus, some references uses Y. Kapag naman po ang nabago sa ating object po is the shape, again, from rectangle, naging parallelogram siya. Therefore, we have shear modulus of elasticity. So, for the shear modulus naman po, that is Z or S. And kapag naman po there is a change in volume but not change in shape, ibig sabihin we have the bulk modulus of elasticity. Again, here are the units or symbols for our strain sa third column po natin as well as the formula. For stress naman po, different changes din sa ating, tawag dito, material, iba-iba din po ang symbol. Kapag length ang nabago, ang symbol ng stress nila ganito, sigma. Ganito naman, parang P na maliit kapag naman po nabago yung shape, and P naman po kapag nabago yung volume. Iba-ibang symbol, iba-ibang changes sa ating object. Malinaw po ba? On the next page of your lecture notes, makikita niyo diyan naman yung approximate moduli or elastic modulus for each of the common materials that we have. So for the first column, we have the aluminum, brass, copper, crown glass, iron, lead, nickel, and steel. Second column is the Young's modulus of elasticity for each of those materials. Third column is the Mach modulus. And lastly, we have shear modulus on the last column. So sabi po dyan, these are measured in Pascal as you can see dito po sa first row. Pascal. Ibig sabihin, these are measured in Pascal or this modulus of elasticity has a unit of Pascal. So for example, meron tayong copper rod. We have a copper rod and after a force has been applied, nagkaroon po tayo ng change in volume sa ating pong rod. What modulus of elasticity ang makukuha nyo sa table natin? Again, we have a copper rod and after the force has been applied to our object, meron po tayong change in volume. So, can I see alin yung value ng modulus of elasticity ang kukunin ninyo for that scenario?
Formula na gano'n. 100%.
Okay. So that's 14 times 10 raised to the 10. Ibig sabihin, we are talking about the bulk modulus elasticity. Ano po? Therefore, kapag kinocompute natin ang unit for stress, ang gagamitin nating symbol ay P for stress. Tama? And for strain naman po ay yung ating theta. Nakakasunod ba? Kasi again, ang ating material ay copper, it was change in volume, therefore we are talking about the bulk modulus. Again, pag Young's modulus, ang nabago ay size. Kapag bulk, volume. Kapag shear, shape. So kailangan intindihin niyo yung problem. Ano na bago sa ating object so that you may know kung ano values na kailangan po natin kunin. Ano yung formula, ano yung symbol na gagamitin natin. So for this table, you don't need to memorize this po. All the values of the Young's modulus for each of the material, bulk modulus, and shear modulus will be provided to you guys, except na lang po sila yung hinahanap. Pero kung kakailanganin niyo sila sa ating problem, it's either ibibigay sa inyo yung mismong value or ipo-provide kayo with this table. Malinaw po ba? So, ang sinasabi lang naman dito sa tensile and compressive stress and strain, again, we are talking about first the tensile and compressive stress and strain. Ibig sabihin, we're talking about the ano nga yung tensile and compressive stress and strain po natin? These are normal stress and strain, ano? So, if we are talking about this normal stress and strain, ang symbol natin ay ano yung symbol natin for normal stress and strain respectively? For stress, we have the symbol sigma, and for strain, we have the symbol epsilon. Sabi lang naman po, there is a relationship between Young's modulus of elasticity, stress, and strain po. So we have Young's modulus of elasticity is equals to stress over strain. Again, Young's modulus of elasticity is equals to stress over strain. So, kung i-a-apply natin ang formula natin for stress, we have force over area. And for a normal strain, we have delta L over L rho. Tama po? Numerator ay formula natin for stress, force over area. Ang denominator ay delta L over LO. That's the formula for our strain. So for Y, we can obtain another formula po for Young's modulus of elasticity that is equals to FLO over A delta L. Ano, dinerive lang natin siya from the formula ng stress and strain. So we have two working formula po for Young's modulus of elasticity, stress over strain, and the other one po is our derived formula lang. We have force multiplied by the original length multiplied by over area multiplied by the change in length. Malinaw po ba? Nakakasunod ang lahat? Now, let's apply these mga concepts and working formulas po sa atin pong problem solving. Kindly turn your lecture notes po to page number 261. Makikita nyo dyan sa example number 1.
Kuha natin yung value ay 1 over 100.
Sabi po dyan, a steel rod 2 meter long has a cross-sectional area of 0.30 cm squared. The rod is now hung by one end from a support structure, and a 550 kilogram milling machine is hung from the rod's lower end. So determine the stress, the strain, and the elongation of the rod. So what to do first? What I need to do first is to understand the problem itself. Pag po kasi na-understand nyo yung problem, made-determine nyo yung changes sa atin pong material. Is there a change in length, a change in shape, or a change in volume? In that case po kasi, alam nyo yung mga symbols na gagamitin po natin when we identify the given and the problem and the unknown po sa ating problem. So, based on your understanding sa atin pong problem, ano po yung nangyari, yung change sa atin pong steel rod? Meron ba tayong change in length? Meron ba tayong change in volume? Or meron po ba tayong change in shape? Saan sa example number 1?
Any complete word, report.
Sige, intindihan. Sabi dyan, a steel rod 2 meter long has a cross-section area of 0.3 cm squared. The rod is now hung from one end from a support structure, and the 550 kilogram milling machine is hung from the rod's lower end. Determine the stress, the strain, and the elongation. So we are talking about a change in length po. Ano, change in length kasi hinahanap sa'tin ay yung elongation or the change in length mismo. Therefore, ang nangyari is nabago ang size ng ating rod. Ano po, wala namang sinabi na nabago yung shape. Wala din namang sinabi that the rod changes its volume. Ang hinahanap diyan, ano yung elongation or the change in length. Therefore, we are talking about Young's modulus of elasticity, normal strain, and normal stress. Naintindihan po? Nakakasunod ang lahat?
Ganito din, titingin din.
Again, sabi nyo meron tayong change in length. Now, balikan natin yan mamaya. Ano? So, based po dyan, sa problem, ano yung mga given na meron po tayo? Ano-ano? Isa-isahin ninyo. Ano yung mga given na meron tayo sa ating problem? Sabi dyan, the steel rod is 2 meters long initially. So, we have the original length of the rod that is equals to 2 meters. Sabi din dyan, we have a cross-sectional area, 0.30 cm squared. The rod is now hung by one end from a support structure, and the 550-kilogram milling machine is hung. Therefore, we have a mass of 550 kilograms. Tama po? Since there is a change in length, tinatanong ang stress. Therefore, ang symbol natin ay sigma, epsilon, and change in length. Yan yung mga hinahanap sa atin. Tama po? Makakasunod ba? Makakasunod ang lahat? Now, ano pa yung nawawalang given? Ano pa yung makukuha nyo sa problem natin? 'Di ba given sa atin ang yung alin po ang given pa sa problem?
Natin ay 2 parts per ton.
You have a given type of material,
Wala ka pang concept ng pinag-tweaking
which is steel po.
because we want to
Tama? Sabi diyan, steel rod. Ibig sabihin, may type of material tayo na steel. And sabi nyo, we have a change in length. Therefore, the elastic modulus na gagamitin natin ay Young's modulus ng steel. Nakakasunod ba? Sabi nyo kasi may change in length tayo. Therefore, we are talking about Young's modulus of elasticity. Meron tayong type of material na steel. So now, bumalik kayo sa ating table. So, based on the table, ano yung Young's modulus ng steel po natin?
So, ang itatype natin expression is 2 times 15 8 plus
Okay, we have 20 times 10 raised to the 10 Pascal.
8. Ano?
Okay po ba? Nakakasunod ang lahat? Now we can solve na po. But before solving, we need to observe yung mga given po natin. Ano? Does it follow the required unit in order for us to use yung atin pong mga working formula? If yes, we may proceed with the computation. And if no, you need to use dimensional analysis and convert the following unit for us to get the desired one. As you can see, si ating original length is in meters, therefore hindi na natin siya i-convert. However, si area po natin that is in cm squared at ang required nating unit for area ay meter squared. Therefore, we need to use again dimensional analysis to solve for the area in meters squared. Hindi na iniisa-isa ni Miss ano, paano gumamit ng dimensional analysis. Dapat by now, marunong at madali na sa inyo ang mag-convert from one unit to the other. Malinaw po ba? Ito yung mga ano natin, we are tasked to find the normal stress, the normal strain, and yung atin pong change in length. Unahin natin si stress. Ano nyo kukunin si stress out of all the formulas that we have? What is the formula that we are going to use in order for us to get si stress po? Anong formula na gagamitin ninyo?
That imply less congestion and requires space. Space for customers. Makikita natin dito sa airtime, they have done something on yung natin. They're 125 dollars. Parang virtual for walang car. Parang any point of time, parang hindi ng pwede parang alis ko na. Kasi parang car na yun sa golden numbers of okay,
Guys, what of the formula that we have? Paano nyo kukunin stress natin? So we have the formula for stress that is equals to force over area po. May given ba tayong force?
or
May given po tayong force? Wala po. Pero anong meron tayo? We have the ano? We have the mass. So for us to be able to get the force, so we are going to multiply mass multiplied by gravitational force constant natin all over to our air. Yun na po. So substituting the values that we have 550 kilograms multiplied by 9.81 meter per second squared, meron tayong force in Newton. Ano? Divided by our area po in meter squared, that is 3.0 times 10 raised to the negative 5 meter squared. Meron na po tayong stress in Newton per meter squared or simply Pascal. So, ang value for stress natin ay 179,850,000 Pascal. Or pwede nyo po siya i-scientific notation, that's 1.7985 times 10 raised to the 8 Pascal.
or expansion.
Both are acceptable answers. Malinaw po ba?
Yeah. And then the second set, here we go. This is by other times. I think there's all
Question, clarification, so far.
lower alpha field or something value. Kasi alpha field refers to the number of entities na nakapili waiting for service. Mas maliit ang number.
Now, hinahanap din sa atin, diga, okay na tayo dun sa first unknown, si stress. Hinahanap sa atin si strain. Ano naman po yung working formula na gagamitin natin in order for us to get yung strain natin? Ano, kung kayo yung magsasagot natin sa exam, paano nyo kukunin si strain? Sabi ni Irish, we should be using delta L over LO. However, if you see dito sa ating unknown Irish, wala din tayong delta L. So, hindi pa natin yan magagamit para makuha yung second unknown natin.
Pag lower limited time, hindi siya makikilip.
Anong formula ang gagamitin nyo for you to be able to get si ating strain?
It's fixed.
Tingnan yung mga nilista yung formula daan sa inyong mga lecture notes. Ano yung gagamitin nyo para makuha si ating strain?
Maganda yung board and something. So, dito, dapat, lahat ng dapat makapagalitin ng connectivity. Total cost function should be lower. And in terms of corporate characteristics, well, that in terms of over daily cost, superior, I am then M2 section. Such upward in their mechanics. Because today, best decision natin is to open, is to allow the company to have exactly.
Guys, ano gagamitin yung formula? Wala na, may stock mo kayo sa exam. Isip ninyo, ano yung gagamitin yung formula para mahanap si strain? Out of the given that you have.
You can, I mean, apply to and where people
Ano, we have the formula for the Young's modulus of elasticity. We have Y is equals to stress over strain po. Meron tayong Young's modulus ng steel, meron tayong stress, at yung nawawala natin sa strain. Ano po? So, pwede tayo maka-obtain ng formula for strain that is equals to stress over Young's modulus of elasticity.
really need to snacks,
Tama po ba?
which is
If mas sanay kayo na dun sa working formula, mag-substitute muna kayo bago nyo kunin ang answer, okay lang din po.
variations. Okay, so
Again, we have Young's modulus is equal to stress over strain. So, for the formula ng strain, we have stress over Young's modulus. Substituting the values that we have, 1.7985 times 10 raised to the 8 Pascal, all over to our Young's modulus of elasticity, 20 times 10 raised to the 10 Pascal. Ano, Pascal at Pascal sa numerator, denominator, cancel. Ang atin pong strain ay unitless.
hindi na
For the strain, we have 0.00089925.
sure.
So for our strain in 4 decimals, that is 0.0009, or in exponential form, 8.9925 times 10 to the negative 4. Again, both are acceptable and
Especially you and our
malinaw po ba?
for the dito, recall the formula you for the few more. We have to do is equal in some few
Question, clarification.
one. Yeah. And um, so what do I do? Formula.
O, 3. Naiintindihan ba ng lahat?
And double dito, ang formula ng alpha test ay double
Hinahanap naman sa atin si elongation, si delta L. Since meron na po tayong strain, we can use na yung sinabi kanina ni Irish na formula. Ano? We have the formula for strain that is equals to delta L over LO. Obtain the value of delta L natin, we have strain multiplied by original length. So substituting the values that we have 0.009 times 2 meter. Atin pong change in length is 0.0018 meters. Or if you use naman po yung atin pong naka-exponential form, delta L natin is equals to 8.9925 times 10 to the negative 4 multiplied by 2 meters. For our change in length, we have
that's what was mentioned recently before
1.7985 times 10 to the negative 3 meters. Again, both are acceptable answers. Depending na lang kung ang gagamitin nyo ay in decimal or in exponential form. Pero kapag po ang atin pong ang decimal po natin ay mag-exceed ng 5 zero, halimbawa 0.0004, automatic exponential form na dapat ang sagot nyo. Kasi diga max naman tayo ng 4 decimal. Eh kung ifo 4 decimal mo to, 0 ang sagot. So dapat po naka-exponential form tayo. Malinaw po ba?
time by the surface or verbs. Nalagay natin
So 3, I need your responses kung naiintindihan nyo po.
first part ito. Tapos, since ang definition natin,
Okay, pwede pala yun. Ano? Kasi hindi ko ma-assess kung nagagets ninyo kasi hindi ko nakikita kayo. So, i-zoom out ko, ano, para meron kayong ma-screenshot ninyo kung hindi nyo pa na-copy yung solution. And another one.
what was mentioned earlier time.
Next tayo, go to the next page of your lecture notes. Sige, try ulit natin. Again, Ang approach namin sa pagsasagot, tatanungin ko kayo ulit ano, para na titingnan ko kung nage-gets ba ninyo yung ating topic. For example number 2, sabi diyan, a relaxed bicep muscle requires a force of 25 newton for an elongation 3 centimeters. This same muscle under maximum tension naman po requires a force of 500 newton for the same elongation. Find Young's modulus for the muscle tissue under each of these conditions. If the muscle is assumed to be a uniform cylinder with length 0.2 meters and a cross-sectional area of 50 centimeters squared. So based on this problem, based sa information na prinobide sa atin ng example problem number 2, anong changes ang nangyari sa ating object or material that we are talking about? Is it a change in shape, a change in length, or a change in volume?
Ilan ba kasi there's only one unit. And they one. And that one dito.
Yun na, again, intindihin nyo, anong nangyari sa ating object? Nagkaroon ba tayo ng change in shape?
Service.
Sinabi ba dyan na from rectangle, naging parallelogram yung ating object? Or sinabi ba na shorten or na lengthen yung object natin? Or does the problem indicate that there was a change in volume?
You get the big FC. So given this schedule notation, dapat natin.
Ano, kung meron lang po tayo sa atin, for example, number 2, is a change in length. Bakit po? Kasi may elongation na binanggit. And there is an elongation, ibig sabihin may nabago sa haba niya. Ano, na-lengthen siya or na-shorten po. Malinaw po ba?
Formula. So for item A, average.
Now, let's identify what are the given na meron naman tayo sa ating problem. Isa-isahin na ninyo sa ating message box. Ano yung mga given na meron tayo? We have the given force of 25 Newton. In what condition si 25 Newton, Jackie? Tama naman, we have a force 25 Newton. However, si 25 Newton is for relaxed muscle. Sabi dyan, a relaxed bicep muscle has a force na 25 Newton. What else? What else do we have sa atin pong problem? Ano yung mga given pa na meron dyan?
3.1125.
Sa isa yung nyo, we have
Average.
is 3 centimeter our original length. 3, Laura.
Ano ba yung nangyayari dito sa 0.125?
Sabi dyan, si 3 centimeter po is elongation. Therefore, that is our delta L.
Or on average.
Ano, delta L siya kasi elongation siya. Pag nakita nyo sa ang ating given, di naka-follow sa correct unit, automatic i-convert nyo na po. Ano? So, we have 1 meter, 100 cm. Therefore, our change in length ay 0.03 meter. Okay, sabi ni Irish next, we have force naman po under maximum tension. That is equals to 500 newtons. What else do we have?
Average length of the line. Ano ba yung line?
Meron tayo sa problem.
Or 50. Ano sa 50? Ang ginapabang 50.
Saan nyo ang problem? Di ka may mga given pa dyan. Ano pa yung meron tayo? Okay, sabi ni Chris, meron tayong original length that is equals to 0.200 meters. Correct. What else do we have? And lastly, sabi ni Trisha, we have the cross-sectional area of 50 cm squared. Again, since naka-centimeter squared siya, kailangan natin siya in meter squared. So So these are all our given in our problem. Kasunod ba ang lahat? Again, proper identification of the given are necessary for you to be able to come up with the correct answers po. Kasi direct substitution lang naman to kapag converted na yung values. Ano, ang hinahanap sa atin ay what are the Young's modulus for each of the condition daw po ng ating muscle. So, dalawang Young's modulus kasi dalawang condition ang meron tayo. Young's modulus for the relaxed muscle
No correction for this formula.
at Young's modulus for the maximum tension. Now, what formula for Young's modulus ang gagamitin ninyo in order to find yung ating mga unknown? Meron tayong dalawang working formula for Young's modulus. Are you going to use stress over strain or are you going to use the derived formula po natin? So when it comes to this one, you may get first the stress, then the strain, or pwedeng may direction na po kayo with the derived formula, mas ma-L1 kasi. Kasi by that, substitute na lang tayo ng substitute. Kunin muna natin si Y ng relaxed muscle.
6.75 minutes. Or 0.1125.
Sabi ni Jeff, so you will be using the derived formula. Ang derived formula po natin ay FLO over A delta L. Tapos direct substitution na tayo. Since we are talking about the relaxed muscle, ibig sabihin, force muna ni relaxed muscle, which is 25 newtons. Multiply by 0.200 meters, that's the original length, all over 2. Our area na 5.0 times 10 raised to the negative 3 m squared. And lastly, for our delta L, that is equals to 0.03 meters. Kuha na natin agad-agad ang ating Young's modulus for relaxed muscle. That is equals to 33,333.3333 Pascal. Or again, pwede nyo siya i-scientific notation, 3.3333 times 10 raised to the 4th Pascal.
Ano yung makukompute natin about 1.122?
Kasunod po ba?
Ano ba ito 1.125? Number of parts. Now my status ng parts.
Questions, clarifications, violent reaction. Dalawang Young's modulus ang hinahanap natin since dalawang condition ang meron tayo. Kunin naman natin Young's modulus for maximum tension. This is equals to, again, FLO over A delta L. Again, we are going to use the force naman ng ating pong maximum tension, which is 500 Newton, and all the conditions are the same. We have for the original length, 0.200 meters, all over to our area na 5.0 times 10 raised to the negative 3 m squared, multiplied by 0.03 meters. Ang Y for our maximum tension naman po, is equals to 666,666.6667 Pascal or 6.6667 times 10 raised to the 5. So that's how we solve example problem number 2. Again, if may questions, clarification po, feel free to raise your questions po sa atin pong message mo. Diba? Hindi siya kasing komplikado ng mga dati nating problem solving. Kailangan nyo lang i-identify ng tama yung mga given ko sa atin pong problem. Malinaw ba? Okay, number 3 tayo. Go to the next page of your lecture notes para mas masanay kayo. For number 3 naman po, we have there
So,
A circular steel wire, 2-meter long, must stretch no more than 0.25 centimeter when a tensile force of 400 Newton is applied to each end of the wire. So what is the minimum diameter required for the wire? So again, intindihin yung problem, then we need to identify ano yung changes na nangyari po sa atin pong problem 3.
hindi ko pa alam paano hindi.
Ano yung changes na nangyari? Is there a change in length, a change in shape, or a change in volume?
Hintayin ko muna eh.
Length pa rin po. Ano? So sabi ninyo, meron pa din tayong change in length. Now, i-identify ninyo ano naman yung mga given na meron tayo sa atin pong problem number 3. Sabi ni Irish, we have type of material steel. Kapag meron na tayong change in length, na-identify nyo na yun yung nabago, and meron kayong type of material, balik na agad kayo dun sa atin pong table. Ano yung makukuha nyong value per hour sa table po natin? Using our table. We have the what? Ano, for 20 times 10 raised to the 10th power, that is the Young's modulus ng steel, that is equal to, again, 20 times 10 raised to the 10 Pascal. Okay, now, with all the informations provided to us by problem number 3, ano naman po yung ating mga given? Ano yung mga given na meron tayo? Buksan niyo yung problem, ano yung mga makukuha niyo diyan given? Right, sabi ni Jeff, we have the original length of the steel, that is 2 meters. What else? Ano si 0.25 cm? That is our change in length. Kasi yun daw po yung length na ini-stretch nung object natin. What else do we have? What else do we have? We have a tensile force of 400 Newton. Ano po yung unknown natin? Ang unknown natin ay what? Sorry, the problem requiring us to get the area. Ano yung unknown natin? Ang unknown natin ay basahin ang problem O3. Ano yung unknown diyan? Ano hinahanap sa atin ay diameter, not the area, not the radius, but the diameter. Ano po? However, if you are going to use the formula, ang una nating makukuha ay area po. So, meron tayong Young's modulus ng steel, pwede natin gamitin yung derived formula natin na FLO over A delta L. Ano para makuha natin yung area? And kapag meron na tayong area, we can obtain for the value of the diameter. Ano? But before we substitute our given to our working formula, we need to check the unit po muna ng ating mga given. Kung meron bang kailangang i-convert. As you can see, ang kailangan lang naman natin i-convert is our change in length, which is in centimeter. Kailangan natin siya i-meter po. Therefore, our change in length is 2.5 times 10 raised to the negative 3 meters. Substituting the given to our derived formula po, we have 20 times 10 raised to the 10 Pascal is equals to 400 Newton multiplied by 2.5 times 10 to the negative 3 all over to our area na wala, that is our unknown. Ano? Then, we have yung ating delta L. Ay, sorry. Mali pala, guys. For our LO, that's 2 meters pala. Tama ba? 2 meters. All over to area multiplied by change in length na 2.5 times 10 to the negative 3 meters. 'Pag na-substitute niyo na po yun ng ganyan, yung atin pong given sa atin pong working formula, I can accept shift solve or manual solving. Pero kung walang ganyang substitution, hindi niyo puwedeng sabihin sa'kin na nag-shift solve kayo, okey? Kaya accept ko lang ang shift solve if ganyan yung nakikita ko, naka-substitute ng tama. For the area, makukuha po natin ay 1.6 times 10 raised to the negative 6 m squared. Nakakasunod po ba? Any questions so far? Ano, ang hinahanap sa atin ay diameter, however meron tayong area. Anong formula ng area ang gagamitin natin? Depending on the material that we have, anong sabi diyan? Anong sabi sa problem? Ano ang shape ng ating material? Circular po, 'di ba? We have a circular sphere, therefore we have a circle. Now, kailangan may basic knowledge kayo sa inyong geometry. Ano ang formula ng area when it comes to circle po? Kapag may shape tayo na circle, ano ang formula ng area for a circle? Parang grade 7 pa lang tinuturo na yung formula ng circle, area. Ano, we have pi r squared. Ano, formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. So, meron tayong area, we can substitute the value 1.6 times 10 raised to the negative 6 m squared is equals to pi r squared. We can get the value of the area. So, again, pwede nyong mag-manual solving or mag-shift solve. For the radius po, makukuha nating value ay 0.000713650 meters. So, kung ipo-4 decimal natin ang radius ay 0.0007 meter or 7.1365 times 10 to the negative 4 meters. Again, both are acceptable answers. However, hindi naman po radius ang kinukuha sa atin. We are tasked to find the diameter. And ano yung relationship ng diameter and radius when it comes to a circle? Diameter is twice the radius. Ano po? If you are going to use yung decimal po, so 2 times 0.0007 meters, ang value for our diameter is 0.0014 meters. Or if gagamit naman kayo ng exponential form, we have 2 times 7.1365 times 10 to the negative 4. Ang diameter nyo should be 1.4273 times 10 raised to the negative 3 meters. Again, both are acceptable answer. Depende na lang kung kayo mag-decimal or mag-exponential form po. Malinaw po ba? Ah, malinaw ba?
Or
O three? Any question? Ano, hindi siya kasi komplikado ng other chapters natin. Ano, so I hope naintindihan ninyo. Di ko lang talaga ma-assess isa-isa kasi hindi ko kayo kaharap. Kung face to face ko 'to tinuro, makikita ko kung nage-gets ba ng lahat. Ano po, so again, naiintindihan niyo, a simple, thumbs up will do. If hindi naman po, you may raise your hand or raise your question sa atin pong message box. So tapos na tayo ng ating, discussion with the materials that undergo a course and nagkaroon ng change in length. Ano po, so next time, we are going to discuss naman yung material kapag nagkaroon tayo ng force, ang visible naman na changes is a change in shape, kaya change in volume. So last two topic na natin for this chapter and kaya na natin siya tapusin sa next meeting natin. Ano po, para yung remaining meeting natin for the week, ibibigay ko sa inyo para mag-aral kayo for the upcoming quiz naman natin. Malinaw ba? Ano, again, next meeting, we are going to continue the discussion for yung naman change in volume and change in shape. Then after that, I'll be announcing the type of exam for the quiz. Then, yung last meeting natin for this week, bibigay ko na para matapos niyo yung oral presentation ninyo, makapag-aral kayo for the quiz, or magawa niyo na yung atin pong formula ninyo, formula project ninyo, yung compilation sa formula. Okey po tayo dun? So, I think that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something today. If you have questions